What's going on YouTube? Riding Frame here with with a cold, but also with part 4 of my 62 Impala. Um so yeah. I mean, to be honest, I haven't really done much to it lately. There's not really much to update on. Um I was busy with like Valentine's Day, and then I spent like a whole day at my local tattoo shop being tattooed, so um yeah, there's not really much to update on, but I mean, there is some stuff. So let's get into that some stuff. Um, so flip it around. So I did up the trunk. Some of you guys probably seen it in past vid or past video where it was all flat through here. It didn't have this little cover. So what happened was I decided to cut that all out and possibly put the cover on it, but put it so I could open it and shut it, and then be able to hide the batteries and compressor and stuff in there. But I ended up just fighting with it for like 2 days, and I got sick and tired of fighting with it, so I just put the cover on it and glued it down. I did build the back wall piece. I still got to notch it out for my hinges. And yeah, and I got my gas tank setting in there on this side, and then my tank or my air tank will be on this side with its compressor. That's pretty much that for that. I have an ideal that I'm going to do on the back wall there, on the inside of the trunk lid, on the back wall here, and then on here, but I think I'm going to wait till it's finished to kind of show you guys. I have my interior tub out because I did some stuff in that I kind of want to show you guys. So first off, I decided not to go with like a switch box setting in the seat or anything like that, so I put a little two gauges and then like the little bracket underneath, so it'll be nice and clean. It'll hide underneath there, and it should be legible. You should be able to see it because the interior being red, and then that's going to be flat black with white gauges. It should stick out pretty good. I think I may have shown it in other videos, but it might not have been that. You might not be able to see it that well. I did build a little footprint gas pedal for this because I thought it was just too hot rod not to build. Just cut the shape out, stuck 2 pieces of plastic together, like really thin plastic, and then just drew the shape out with my pencil, kind of the foot shape, and then just snipped it out. I used a pair of like toenail or like fingernail clippers and just clipped it all out, and then just cleaned it up with my Dremel. Went around it a little bit, cleaned everything up, and then painted it black, and then went around it with some silver and hit it with 3 silver sections in the center. And I'm sure you guys are all seeing that. I did build a floor mat also. I got to do the other side. That was really cool to build. It was really fun. I just drew out the shape that I wanted it, cut it out. I took another really, really thin strip of plastic. I cut a really thin strip, and then I just glued it all around the edge. And then I painted it all red and filled the center in with red flocking. I'm sure you guys can see that little right there, that little hump right there. What that is I don't even know if you guys can see it. It's that little hump right there. And what it is it's for so my exhaust can come up through the port right there. So it's just for that. I got to do one on the other side. I got to do another floor mat for this side, and I got to do my piece up for that side, so the exhaust can come through there. And then I got a little trick I'm going to do back here that's going to go into the trunk, and also going to go onto that little floor mat piece. So that's pretty much it for the interior, the exterior, or the interior, the trunk, exterior. Nothing's really changed. Everything's pretty much just waiting for paint, really. I have been working on my motor. I got it kind of rigged up with 2 hemos and a piece of wire there. So yeah, I detailed it all out with some wires, and then I got the little like I'm not really sure what they're called, but they just keeps them all in line. That is built. Those are made. Those aren't like I bought them from somewhere and glued them on, or it's just painted across. It's a piece of, or it's actually two pieces of plastic glued together, and I just drew the shape out that I needed, and then took the end of my X-Acto knife and drilled 4 small holes and slid it over the tops of the wires. I actually had the wire standing up like this, and I just slid it over the top, slid it down to where I needed it, and then pushed the wires down and glued them where I wanted them. So those are on each side. Those look really nice. I decided to paint it black because there is so much red and silver on this motor. I wanted it to kind of stand out, and then I painted black on the top of the distributor cap, and then I painted some black on the end of the boots down here just to make it look nice. The headers are custom built. I had to make those. The section that mounts to the block, let's see if I can flip it a little bit so you guys can see it better. That mounts to the block right here is a piece of plastic, strip of plastic that I cut and glued it to the head right there, and then just glued all my exhaust pipes to that how I wanted them. I bent them. The exhaust pipes are just made from the exhaust system to my Cadillac, my '59 Eldorado that I'm still working on. Yeah, so I just took the exhaust pipes and cut all the exhaust pipes off, and then just bent them to the shapes I needed them, and then glued them in place. And then the small section on the back is just 2 pieces of plastic that I punched out with my little hole punch, my paper hole punch, and I just glued them together and shaped them into a diamond shape. But they're just made to fit the shape of the exhaust system. The diamond shape just happened to work perfect. But yeah, so pretty much everything's done. I don't know if you can see it because my camera's kind of crappy, but there is a small little, there's a throttle linkage, and it's all hooked up. I gotta paint some gold on there on each side, and there is a small spring in there, but you can't see it because this camera doesn't pick it up. There is, I did make all my fuel lines that come up and go where they need to go, but my camera's not really picking that up either. So, but they're there. This motor is probably one of, if not the most detailed motors I've ever done. I still got some more stuff to do, but hopefully it'll be done soon. As soon as I can get a hold of the paints and stuff. Right now, with Valentine's Day and then getting some new tattoos, the money is a little low. So hopefully I can get this done really soon, within like the next couple weeks, or maybe even less, so I can start working on a project for the model contest, which I am going to enter. If I can get a hold of the kit I want to do, then, it's going to be a Mustang. It's going to be a very customized Mustang that I'm going to try to knock out in I think it's a 2-month period that we're allowed. So I'm going to try to knock that out. But, yeah, so if I can get a hold of the kit here in the next few days, it'll be a Mustang. If I can't, then I'll find what I can use and just customize the hell out of it. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have on the 62 right now. I'm waiting for paint. I'm waiting for a few other materials. Hopefully I'll have those soon. If I do, it'll be done. If I don't, it'll go on the shelf for a while. And maybe I'll be able to just pick up, my kit for the model contest and work on that. And try to pull double duty when I'm not working on the contest car. I'll work on this car or something. I don't know. But, and before I leave, I am making custom brackets that go on the end of this section right here that are going to come out of the port right here. It's the exhaust section. It's going to mount like that, or like that, and then it'll come off and kick back. I got one done. I still got to do the other one. And then those will be done, and then the whole car will be done, and then, yeah. So, I'm going to end it here, like always. Till next time.